can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Austin Seibert to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
Love now to pass on first down. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And this is third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And a Packer first down.
Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to third and 10.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
49er, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run it with Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, 49ers nothing.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
49ers, nothing.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
4 yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
You know what? Why don't you just
picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and
a good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
second and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 13 yards there and a Niner first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
49.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Packers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was
13 yards, first down, Packers.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Packer first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Whoosh. And down to the 11. A big run there by Jones. 43 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Love from the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Davante Adams there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 38, 49ers 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
3 down, 3 down. 5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Go, night, night. Go, night, night. No street.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And sack.
And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
50 seconds.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
To Devontae Adams.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 552. Don't get nervous.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
4-yard loss.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd down.
Love now. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And 1.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
49ers.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back in. Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First and 25 yards that time. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. It doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Running to start the drive is Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Love. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Darnold on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
49ers 8.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run again with Hunt. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 98 yards. And the Packers continue to roll. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
At the 16-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he completes it to Hunt. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He was 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A 1st down throw. Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2nd and a yard at the 17-yard line.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Packers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 for the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Is 3rd down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Love going to keep it on the option. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Packers 48.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
with you. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put it on. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months, trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you it's a plug intake. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this pink stuff is. Go and tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling through. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media. Keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I got time, infrastructure right, I got time. It's all to we're talking about supposed to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not going to win. So let's get out there and let's have fun.
You have got one more opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.